Hello everyone, thanks for taking the time to check out my Tobii Eye Tracker 5 review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you find it informative. So some of you may be asking, Cap, what exactly is Tobii Eye Tracker 5? Well, it's exactly that. It's an eye tracking and head tracking software that allows you to make movements inside the simulator without using your mouse or keyboard. It's super intuitive, extremely useful for those of us in the simulator world, whether it be used for racing sims, truck sims, train sims, flight sims, any type of simulation really. For me to be able to look left in the simulator, look right, look up, look down, and the in-game camera follow my movement is truly a game changer for any simulator enthusiast. Now that we've gone over exactly what Tobii Eye Tracker 5 can do, let's go ahead and run a short circuit. Now that the pushback has commenced and you're ready to start an engine, it's as simple as tilting your head up to the right, confirming that your anti-collision light is on, move engine number 2 over to ground. We'll confirm that we have a start valve open message, and we'll also keep an eye on the N2 percentage. Once we have 25% N2, we'll go ahead and introduce fuel to engine number 2. And the same thing for engine number 1. Tilt my head up to the right, engine number 1 over to ground, confirming that we have a start valve open message here. We continue to look down here to see our N2 percentage rising. Now that we've got both engines started, we can tilt our head back to the overhead panel. We can confirm that we have engine generator 1 and 2 online. We can also head all the way over here and make sure that our air conditioning panel is set accordingly. As well as our probe heat, yaw damper, engine start switches, taxi light, and APU. In my opinion, one of the key features of having Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is the ability to move your head freely while taxiing. Having the ability to look left, look right, and guide the aircraft in the direction that you want it to go is extremely beneficial. I'm running Tobii Eye Tracker 5 on a curved monitor. Another cool feature of this product is that it comes with both a curved monitor mount and a regular straight monitor mount. No need to worry if you've got either, both mounts come included with the Tobii. Another great feature of the Tobii is that if you're somebody who wears glasses or sunglasses, I have seen no impact on how it tracks my head movement. Even as someone who wears a baseball hat, there has been no issues. Holding short of the runway, we can tilt our head to the right, we can engage our landing lights, our runway turnoffs, our strobe lights, and our wing lights, and we're ready for takeoff. Again, one of the biggest benefits I've noticed about the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is the ability to look left or right to line yourself up with the runway. No more messing about with your keyboard and mouse, it's just as simple as looking left or right for that perfect lineup. Now that we're airborne, a quick glance over to the right and I'm able to manipulate all of my autopilot functions with ease. I can change my altitude, my heading, and of course, my speed. Not only that, I'm also able to look around and take in the beautiful views. If you're looking to personalize your Tobii Eye Tracker 5, you're going to want to go over to the control options, scroll all the way to the right, find Tobii, click on sensitivities, where you're then presented with 7 different options. The first option on the list is eye versus head tracking. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, Tobii has the ability to track your eye movement. If you don't want to move your head and use the eye tracking ability, slide the slider all the way to the left. If you're like me and prefer to use the head tracking ability, leave the slider set all the way to the right. You can also combine both and utilize the eye tracking and the head tracking by having the slider set in the middle. The next option is eye tracking responsiveness. I feel that this is something you're going to want to set accordingly, as this is a user preference. The next option is head tracking sensitivity, pitch, and yaw. This is going to be your up, down, left, right, and just how sensitive those movements are going to be. I've got mine set to 1.25, but you can set it to be quite a bit more responsive if you'd like. The next option is center stabilization. This setting creates a dead zone or a buffer to avoid any unwanted camera movements. Slide it all the way to the right to make the dead zone less sensitive, slide it all the way to the left to make it more sensitive. The next option is head tracking roll. This option allows you to tilt your head left or right, and just how sensitive those movements will be. The next option is head tracking sensitivity position, which is one of the major features of Tobii in my opinion. This option allows you to physically move your camera up, down, to the left, to the right, forwards, and backwards. I noticed that it can be extremely handy while taxiing or flying visual approaches. The final option is the head tracking auto center. This option has two settings, either on or off, and I feel that it is very much a user preference. When turned on, the camera will progressively auto center itself. Another super cool feature of Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is what's known as the Tobii Ghost bubble. You notice on screen right now that there's a trackable bubble that's tracking my eye movement that shows you exactly where and what I'm looking at. As I shoot this approach, I think it's going to be really cool for you guys to see just exactly how much eye movement is required and exactly where I'm looking.
1,000.
Autopilot comes off, auto throttle comes off. We'll confirm that we have gear down 3 green, flaps are 30, ground spoilers are armed, speed is set. Looking good. Enjoy the approach, guys.
Approaching minimums. 200 minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Nose down, decelerating. $70 knots, reverser stowed, manual braking. And there we have it. Now that we're parked at the gate, I wanted to go over the Tobii Gamehub. This is how you're going to keep your Tobii Eye Tracker 5 up to date and find exactly which games are compatible. Clicking on the Games tab, it should ask you if you want to populate your games list, where it will find installed games on your PC automatically. Looking to the right, you can see that there's also a full list of over 170 games that are compatible with the Tobii Eye Tracker 5. This app is extremely intuitive and very easy to use. With the engine shutting down, that's going to go ahead and end my review of the Tobii Eye Tracker 5. If you're in the market for a head tracking software, I can fully recommend this product. If you're interested in grabbing a Tobii Eye Tracker 5 for yourself, there's a link in the description that will save you 20%. There's also a link to a sweepstakes which will give you an opportunity to win a Tobii Eye Tracker 5. I want to thank Tobii for sponsoring this video, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day.